Hello.
Don't say yo, that's mine.
Fabulous.
Glorious.
Lesbian, get on.
No, be a sec. On my wall. We're too quiet.
Where's my bro? Sam!
Wave with a frying pan.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're waving at. We're waving at. It's not there, is it? Chloe's kissing on my
second half of the What are your thoughts on Retro?
What?
What are your thoughts on Retro?
Going pretty well so far. We haven't even got in there yet though.
Yeah.
I think it's going pretty well.
What's right there? Let the show begin. Right, so we're inside. Masquerade.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought so. I was just thinking, I like you the right thing after.
Anyway, I'm right here in the line to get signed up for the masquerade. Hopefully I'll be able to get in. There's a lot of cosplayers coming in. So,
Still need to carry on watching. Again. We're at the same point I stopped last time.
holding to me. Hopefully sign up, get it all done.
I just want to picture.
Pablo goes in my bag.
Alright, well, I'm going to be editing this video for later, so hopefully this video won't be long. As long. So, I'll see you in a little while.
I was thinking, I would put, like, in October when I get to change my phone. I'm gonna get an iPhone just to get me good. You've got to have
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've got it.
You've got it, haven't you? Of course I've got it. It's a Biku game.
No, I'm actually filming you one.
Really?
On YouTube.
Don't film me.
Yeah, I want to steal your soul.
Intentionally.
I'm going to steal your soul with the camera.
Oh.
You're in line for Vic Mignon?
No, not really. I'm just kind of following him.
Yeah. She's so excited about meeting Vic.
I don't even know who he is.
So excited.
Oh god, I got sweat gland on my arm.
I want to try and make
Just trying. You never respond to me on Facebook. You never talk to me on the Facebook anymore.
Do you have MSN or anything?
You never talk to me.
I have you on Skype, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have MSN or Skype or anything? No. I don't like the Facebook chat. Because it gets annoying all the time.
I mean, I usually sometimes do Gmail chat or YouTube chat, depending on what.
I don't have any of those. I don't like chatting on YouTube yet.
This is who Vic is. He is all of these characters. Roll down.
So very, very excited for that later on this year. What else has been going on? Paperback copy of my book came out, which is good. So a little bit lighter, not really any smaller, but new material in there, new photos, some updates and stuff like that. Still got the old one going, and this is exciting as well. Come this September, you know, if you're a fan of mine, which hopefully you are, it's the reason you're standing here. Either that or you're trying to hold a place for the next panel. But if you are a fan of mine, you'll better get me on your iDevice, your handheld device, iOS and Android, Pocket Warwick. So I'll be living in your phone in just a few months' time. I don't want to tell you too much about it yet, but I just saw another beta version of the game yesterday, and it's really coming on well. It was an idea I had about a year ago. I'm working with two terrific companies called Official and MapMe who are developing the game, and yeah, it's really quite an exciting little thing. Basically, it's Tamagotchi meets Sims on acid, so that's kind of a little summary of that there. So there you go, Pocket Warwick, a little Hollywood in your pocket, so look out for that come September. Kind of correct him and say, well actually Carl, you're not thinking about this quite the right way. Sometimes that was easier said than done, to be honest. Once he's got an opinion, an idea about something, he kind of is pretty stuck in his ways with it. So I felt like I was banging my head against a brick wall at times. But yeah, it's I'm just really excited about the series. It's so fun. It kind of moves the whole Idiot Abroad thing on a little bit. So different, and I think people are going to be surprised by it, to be honest. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you.
Question for you. Did you enjoy filming Harry Potter?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, that was really exciting. It was 10 years of my career, so like a third of my acting career I spent working on Harry Potter films at Leavesden Studios down near Watford. Yeah, of course it was incredible. I got to play several different characters as well, and work with the fabulous cast and crew. And it's really exciting now that the studio tour has opened and people can actually kind of experience a little bit of what we were all privileged to be part of, seeing those amazing sets and all the amazing artwork and the creativity that happened in that place. You know, you can now visit. And Harry Potter, I mean, it's an amazing thing because it still seems as fresh and as strong as it was when it was out. You know, it's over a year ago since the last film came out now, and yesterday I was doing some work talking about a new box set that's coming out in September, which I can't tell you anything about, but it's the most amazing set. If you think you had everything, you hadn't seen anything until you've seen this box set. I mean, it's quite incredible. So look out for that later this year. But yeah, I loved it. And I could have just said that, couldn't I? Instead of all that waffle. Thank you very much. Yes.
A question for this lady here. My favourite film was Willow, and I just wanted to know who was your favourite actor in Willow, and did you enjoy filming it?
My favourite actor in Willow, did you say?
Your favourite person.
I'll just talk about Willow, shall I? Generally. My favourite person was Val Kilmer. He's a terrific actor, of course, we all know that, but he's also, you know, people presume he's a bit of an oddball because he gets some weird press and stuff. Well, he is. No, he's got a weird sense of humour. He does crazy things, and but he really helped me get through that whole movie. It's tough when you're 17 and you've got all that dialogue and all that action to do, and to have something like Val with you who's just kind of not letting you take it too seriously. That's a cool thing. And Ron Howard was an amazing direcctor. I actually went and visited Ron a couple of months ago on the set of Rush. He was filming at Snetterton. It was Cadwell Park, actually, in Lincolnshire, and he's doing the movie about James Hunt and the rivalry in F1 in the late 70s, and it's really great to go down and see him again, and and talk about Willow, which we did. We do every time we see each other, wondering why there hasn't been a sequel, which I'm sure you all think the same. So obviously not. She does. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And if you're interested, I know you're all in Manchester, but tomorrow evening in Dulwich Park, London, there's a special open-air screening of Willow, which I'm attending, doing a Q&A, showing some exclusive behind-the-scenes video that you'd never seen before. And then we're going to show the film. We're all going to sit there with a picnic, glass of champagne, and watch the film. So that's Dulwich Park, thelunacinema.com are selling tickets for that. And also funds are going to my new, it's not a charity yet, it will be, but Little People UK, which is a new charity to help families and people affected by dwarfism. So if you can get down there, come and support that. Come and say hi again.
Oh, question.
Who's next?
Question from young gentleman here.
Why are you the coolest person ever?
Why am I? That's very nice. That's very good indeed. Yeah, what? I don't know. It's just, it comes naturally. It's, I've often tried to get away from it, but I can't help it. It's just, it's really, it's a little bit, I find it a little bit of a hindrance at times. You know, you walk into somewhere and you're just too cool for the room, and you know, and everyone just leaves. And I've always wondered why that happens, but obviously you just pointed it out. It's just because I'm too cool. But yeah, thank you very much indeed. I shall pay you later.
I have a question for this gentleman here.
Yeah.
Just to ask Warwick about your acting. When you've worked on Life's Too Short as yourself, and
Yes.
Willow is more or less yourself, or versions of, how does that compare to when you've got all the makeup and the prosthetics on? What techniques and stuff is?
Yeah. Working on something like Life's Too Short compared to playing Grip Hook in Harry Potter, it's not that different. I mean, you're saying you're playing yourself, but I treated the Warwick Davis in Life's Too Short as a character. You had to. Yes, he sounds like me and he looks like me, but essentially there's everything that goes on in his head is not what goes on in my head. Thank goodness, I'd be a monster. So, you know, I did treat it like a character, and Grip Hook the same. You know, what's going on in here is different. I look very different, but you just have to get in the mindset of the character. That's what it's all about. You know, thinking how they would think, feeling how they would feel about a situation. And that's especially important when you're doing something like Warwick in Life's Too Short, because sometimes we'd be doing a scene and then we'd continue with the scene in an improvisation. So you have to know how your character would react to things as they're coming at you without any dialogue. So that's always useful to know. Just a note on Life's Too Short, we are doing a special next year. We're filming in February, so it'll be an hour-long special for BBC Two again. And I just got the script the other day, and I wish I could tell you stuff about it, because it's really, really funny, really cool. If you enjoyed the last series, this just kind of puts it up a notch even more. It's really, really great. Thank you, though.
Someone really liked that, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much back there.
I have a question here.
You've worn a lot of costumes. What's the worst costume you thought, oh god, I don't want to wear
yeah,
this costume?
I think the costume for Marvin, Paranoid Android in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because I totally underestimated it. I went into that job thinking, well, I haven't got to glue anything onto me. That's good. I can just step into the costume, take 5 or 10 minutes, it's going to be easy. I really underestimated it, because it was the most difficult costume I'd ever worked with. It was heavy. It weighed 3/4 of my body weight, so it weighed about 4 stone. I mean, to wear that, the head was a stone in itself. Huge, big dome, you know, globe head. Just lifting the weight of the arms, because they were so much longer, just lifting them up was an effort. Walking, breathing, I mean, everything was difficult in that. The only thing that made it easier was that I didn't have to learn any lines, because the dialogue I had to speak, I could stick my script inside the head and then just kind of be in there reading it. And then looking at TV screens down here, which had a view of what the film camera was seeing, so I could see the shot and I could see myself within it. And the other screen showed a little camera. There was a camera up between the eyes, looking out through the black line, and I could see a view from that. So yeah, it was a really, really hard job, and just trying not to fall over, because I knew they only had one spare piece of each element of the suit. So if I fell over and broke a bit, you know, it was a bit scary, and the whole suit was so expensive. So yeah, a worrying, difficult job, that one.
We have a question for the gentleman here.
What's up?
I was just wondering, what was it like playing the person of my nightmares when you played Leprechaun?
That was a really fun character, you know. Look at that, a Leprechaun fan holding a balloon. It's like odd. It's not. They don't usually admit it actually either. It's confessed to that. But no, the Leprechaun. It came along at a weird time in my career. I'd just done Willow, so everybody, you know, associated me with that film and playing kind of a good guy and a nice character. And the script came through my door. The director had been actually quite reluctant to send it because he felt that I might be too nice to play this and wouldn't want to do it. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to do this so that I'm not forever thought of as Willow and as playing nice characters. So I did that film, and you know, little did I know at the time it was going to lead on to 5 sequels beyond that, which is amazing. I'm proud of the films. You know, they're cheap, they're low budget kind of horror fodder. You know, it requires no brain power to watch them. They're just entertainment, and so yeah, I'm really excited to have been a part of them, and yeah, proud of them. And they are doing another one. I don't know whether you've read the rumours, but I'm not in it. Which is, yeah, it's they're gonna, it's because they kind of teamed up with the WWE studios. That's the wrestling studio who make the films with the wrestlers. They've got a little wrestler who does a leprechaun in wrestling, right? So I don't know what's going to happen. He's going to be slam dunking everyone or whatever you do in wrestling. I don't know. So we'll wait and see. Maybe there's a little. Maybe I could play myself in it.
Maybe you could wrestle him.
Wrestling.
Yeah, or you could wrestle him for the role.
It's one of his fantasies. You're on a microphone. You do realise you're saying this out loud.
It's you know, I'm going to have you in my pockets later on in the year. What more can I want? You know.
I'll be rummaging away in your pocket. Yeah.
Right. We have. Before that gets to a whole level we don't want it to go to.
Keep going.
Let's pass it on to this lady here.
I was just wondering, if you had to choose between doing Willow and Harry Potter, which one would you say was your favourite?
That's a tricky question to answer. Willow or Harry Potter? They're both magic, aren't they? Both got wands involved, so there's a bit of wand waving for each one. I mean, Harry Potter went on a bit longer than Willow did. From a work perspective, that's the better idea, doing Harry Potter. But, I mean, the characters were, I don't know. I had less stuff glued on my face for Willow, so that was a bit nicer. I don't know, I can't decide. Sorry, they were both as good as each other.
Very politically correct answer. And the next one?
From all the characters that you played, which one would be your favourite?
These are hard to answer, these questions. I think Wicket the Ewok in Return of the Jedi was, he's one that's very, thank you very much, thank you. Because it's the first character I ever played in a movie when I was 11 years old, and obviously by the reaction, he's still remembered today, some 30 odd years on, and he's what put me here. You know, everything I've done in my career was because of that character, because I was in that movie. So yeah, he's the one. He's up there. He's the fave. He's the fave. Yeah, and I was privileged to go to Lucasfilm earlier this year and had a little tour of the archives there on the ranch, and came across myself, which was cool. And it was amazing when I was confronted with Wicket, how small he was, because I've actually grown since then, and I was like looking down at him, and he's like there, he's that big. Little Wicket was standing there. And my Willow costume was there. I got to pick up my wand again, throw an acorn. It was great. I had a really, really good time. Yeah, but so yeah, Wicket's the guy.
Alright, a question for you, gentlemen?
Is there any roles that you've ever passed up and then looking back you've gone, damn, I wish I had done that?
No. I'm sort of a bit of a mercenary. I just do anything. For those of you who've seen Skin Deep, you'll know what I'm talking about. No, I'm really, really lucky. The choices that I've made have been good films, and there've been films that I've seen that I thought, I wish I was in that. I mean, I suppose every actor does that. You know, think, oh, that would have been a great role.
I've got loads, because the costume people basically make all of my outfits from scratch, pretty much. This year I've had some amazing ones in like sparkly. Oh, that's probably my favourite. I had like a battle outfit this year, and it's in like a sparkly denim with like a kind of skirt that does that. And then I had this massive kind of leather armour plate that went over me, and a pair of Jeffrey Campbell high heels with like spikes all down the back. Oh my god, they're amazing. They're so good.
and there's a person using a gun as a tool to get across it. Did you have a question? No, you didn't. Alright, she's playing with the foot. Okay, a question from a young Jedi here. What's your favourite superhero and why?
I know what mine is straight away. Mine's Batman for sure. I love Batman. It's amazing. And he's just so rich. Yeah, he doesn't need powers, Batman, does he? He's solid.
Iron Man.
No, Batman for me. What about you, Liz?
I liked Loki from the Thor movie because he's evil. Evil's good.
I gotta go with Hulk. Yes! Yes! Hulk! There he is! There he is.
Superman because he can do anything.
Isle of Man is my favourite.
So, if you have questions, please take your hand up. Oh, that's all. That's young Luigi there. Bottom song. There you go.
This one's for Lorenzo. How does it feel to be in a show at your age?
It's fun because like it was like the second job I ever had, so I was still like learning sort of still how to act very well. So like I've got all these guys sort of helping me, like mentors. Feel lucky. Feel lucky.
I have a question from a young lady at the back. Mr. Claire, what's your favourite episode of Young Dragonman?
That is a hard one. I would say I've got a couple. Always when we have like Bad Lad, like when Gary goes kind of evil, they're always really fun for everybody to do. I've got a couple of episodes this year which I absolutely love because without giving too much away, like I get kind of a little bit. Oh, I don't know if I can. Yeah, basically I get worse than I usually am, and I fall harder than I usually do, and there's some love along the way, and so there's a couple coming up this year, but I can't really tell you about them yet. But watch them. Watch them.
Very good. And the series itself is massively popular now. And when did you first individually, each of you, realise how popular the series was?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, and we trended worldwide on Twitter, which was huge last year. So thank you anybody who talked about it on Twitter. It means the world to all of us.
When we did the Comic Con in London, like how many people came to like the signing, and now like how many people wanted autographs off us. That was quite cool.
I think it was also really important when we did 2 series, and then the BBC decided not to do it anymore, and it was really heartening to get so many emails and texts and Twitter and Facebook saying how many fans are out there and they really wanted the show to come back. And I think if so many fans hadn't kind of put a lot of support into getting us back, we wouldn't come back. So,
ladies and gentlemen, please, one more question. I'll give you that. One more question. Making me run. Okay, one more question from this Power Ranger here.
Hello. Out of... Is this microphone on?
Yeah, it's on.
Out of all the cosplayers or costumes in this building, which one's your favourite?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. There are so many. I think everybody looks fab, and to be fair, anybody who's made an effort today has done fantastically. So congrats on all your costumes, guys. We really enjoyed them. This one's pretty cool over here. I like that one.
You all do look cool. I have a favourite though. Luigi. Standard. Mario and Luigi's amazing.
This is the Hulk.
Yeah.
It's got
I'm
me
sticking with the
Hulk.
Hulk.
Mine's got to be the Hulk or a dinosaur that's headless. Somewhere.
Where?
Somewhere around here.
There's a headless dinosaur apparently, people watch out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give us a massive round of applause for a young Dracula cast, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like a dagger. He's going long!
Wow, that wasn't it.
Maybe took someone's camera phone.
Okay, good. But wait, there's one granddaddy left. And it can only be for my darling Winry. Oh, you know, I got a soft spot for Winry. How are you guys? I am so excited that you guys came out today. I've been looking forward to getting up here to Manchester. I've never been up here before. And you guys rock it pretty hard. Really hard. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Oh, you do. Yes, I know you do. I want to take a 20 minutes. 20 minutes? That's never going to do. I tell you what I want to do. First of all, let me just say real quick a couple of things super fast. For those of you that I didn't get to meet yet, I'm going to be signing after this, as long as they'll let me. And a lot of you guys wrote me emails and you asked me if I would bring some of my music CDs. Well, I brought them for you, and they're at the table. There's this lovely young lady who's making them available, and I'll be happy to sign them for you. There are several CDs that have songs from Full Metal and or on High School. Oh, I love Tom and Keith so much. And Dean Angel, and a lot of great stuff. So, if you haven't come by yet, come by and see me then, after this. I thought this was, you know what? I thought this was a 2-day con. And when I found out that we had to do everything in one day, I was like, oh, that sucks. I mean, how can I possibly meet all of you in one day? I can try. I can stand at the exit and make you guys except the one that close all the exits. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to invite all of you that are not members of the Risen Ghoul Rangers to join the Rangers. Are you a member? Yes, you are. You are not a member? You are not my father anymore. Hohenheim! Gluttony, you're not a member of the Rangers? Dude, we have a weight loss program in the Rangers. Gluttony, dude, you're way too fit for gluttony. You need to be, throwing back some cake and cheeseburgers and stuff. Human beings, actually. You need to eat more human beings. Preferably Colonel Mustang. Eat Colonel Armstrong. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I forgot there was an Armstrong in the house. You need to eat more too. Yeah, Armstrong's kind of built too. But that would be like me cosplaying Broly. It's just not gonna happen. I'm like anorexic Broly. That's what I am. I want to take as much time as we can to answer some questions. So I believe this gentleman here, with the lovely orange microphone, is going to come around to people. I want to ask you, with all the love in my heart for you, please do not ask me to do any yelling, Broly, Kakarot, kill me. I don't want to die. And you may want me to die, but please don't ask me to do. Yeah, you may want me, yes. Okay, so who's got a question?
I have a question from the lady here.
What is the weirdest thing that that's happened to you in the recording studio?
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened in a recording studio? I mean, when I was recording. Weirdest thing. Weird thing. Well, the only thing that comes to mind, and for those of you that ever saw any of these stories on YouTube, I apologize because the story is the story, So I mean, when something comes to my mind, it's the same every time somebody asks me that question. So one of the funniest things, and actually quite embarrassing things that happened, was in the middle of Full Metal Alchemist. We were recording one day, and we were doing this one scene. It was a very emotional scene. And Ed was like, Ed was all emotional, and he was talking loud, and he was really getting upset, and I was trying to emotionally prepare myself to do this line, right? So everybody's being all quiet, and I'm in the booth, and I'm looking at the line, I'm reading it over my mind, and I'm practicing, and I'm getting myself ready, and then I said to the director, okay, I'm ready. And I started doing the line, and I put every ounce of emotion and feeling I had into it. By the end of the line, I was almost crying. And I finished, and there was silence, and the director came on the microphone and he said, Vic, that was really, really good, but that wasn't your line. It was somebody else's line. And I had skipped a line and misread, and I thought it was Ed's line. So I felt really stupid. So that was a stupid thing that happened in the booth. Question? Person, please, person here.
When you played Tamaki Suo, what was the best part of playing it?
The best part of playing Tamaki Suo is being Tamaki Suo. Isn't he beautiful? Don't you agree? He's the most beautiful human being, inside and outside. He just can't help it. You guys, I only wish I was as smooth as Tamaki Suo. I love Tamaki so much. You know, when Caitlin Glass first watched Ouran High School, she came to me and she said, there's this character, you are this character. She's like, you have to play this role. And so I was very curious to see what kind of character Caitlin thinks I should be, or that she thinks is like me, right? So she gave me a disc with the first 4 or 5 episodes of Ouran on it, and here comes Tamaki. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, Caitlin, she wants me. Caitlin, she thinks I'm like all smooth and, dashing and handsome and romantic, because she thinks I'm like Tamaki. Well, then the next thing you know, Tamaki is balled up in the corner, crying and bawling and throwing little tantrums, and I was like, wait a minute! Which one of these reminds you of me? So, I guess I have maybe the dorky qualities of Tamaki a little bit more. Yes? Spread them out here. Let's spread them out. Let's come down here too.
Since you do a lot of voice acting, who's your favourite voice actor friend?
Who's my favorite voice actor friend? Oh my gosh. There are several. I have several very good friends. You know what's funny about voice acting, you guys? Most of you know that we record alone. You know that, right? We record by ourselves, which means that all of those scenes that you see Ed and Al talking, we're not really talking. Al's not there. And all of the scenes you see with Tamaki and Haruhi's not there. We're pretending to talk to each other, but we record by ourselves. But something really funny happens. Whenever you hear somebody's voice all the time in your head, like the whole time I was recording Full Metal, I would hear Travis's voice, or Laura Bailey's voice, or Todd Haberkorn's voice, or in my mind, in my ear, if they'd already recorded, or Aaron, or Maxie, and so you come to think you know them. You come to feel like they're your friends. So when you finally do meet them for the first time at a convention or something, you feel like you've been friends forever, because you feel like you know their voice so well, even if you've never met them. So I have a lot of really close friends. I would say Caitlin is one of my closest voice actor friends. Todd, Travis, goodness gracious, Mary Elizabeth, there's so many. Troy, I mean, I have a lot of very close friends. I've made a lot of good friends in the industry. And we only get to hang out at conventions, if you think about it. Since you record by yourself, you may never meet somebody that's in a show with you. Guess who, you will not believe what I'm about to tell you. Guess who I have never met in my life? The woman who plays Trisha Elric, Edward and Alphonse's mom. I've never met her. Never met her. I mean, she only came in to record a handful of lines one day by herself and she was gone, and she doesn't do conventions, so I've never met her. I feel like I know her, but I've never gotten to meet her. So, yes?
Right, question here from my lady. She wants me to ask you.
She wants you to ask me.
Yes.
Is it you? Yes,
In
it's
the
you.
in the voice of Tommy, could you say to the fire over there, in French, something romantic? How do you speak French?
Wait a minute. Where'd you get the idea I spoke French?
I don't know.
Because you heard I was a great French kisser? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
From your soul?
Oh, no, that's... No, anybody can sing a line in French. You memorize it. Like Fi spoke French, right? And there was an episode where Fi like starts rattling off in French. Somebody said to me, like, several people have asked me, what was it that you said? And I was like, I have no idea. I was just fed the lines, and I just did them, but I don't even know. But I will say one thing to you. Come closely to me. All I can say to you is, what I actually said was, I'd like to order a cheeseburger. Yes, question.
Aggressive first person.
Hi, what's the favourite song you've actually done to sing this aside from Brothers or the One Piece or anything?
Oh my gosh, what's the favorite song that I've dubbed? Well, I gotta tell you, Brothers is way up at the top. Love the Brothers song. In fact, how many of you guys have heard my remix of the Brothers song? Like, you know the original's like, how can I repay you, brother mine? It's all sweet and sad and, all, ballad and all romantic and stuff. And I did this version on my remix CD that's like, it's awesome. But I love the Brothers song. I love Tamaki's song, Guilty Beauty Love. What?
Sing it!
Oh yeah, you don't want to hear that. Tamaki's he's so egocentric. You guys know this song? Okay, listen to the line. He sings, what a crime, such a beautiful crime, that God would make a star as bright as I. Who says that? Only Tamaki Suo can get away with saying stuff like that about himself. Somebody said one time, do you think Tamaki is like really stuck up? And I said, I think he really believes that. I think he really believes these things about him. He's a little delusional, I think. But, okay, where's our microphone?
Right in the middle here.
Oh, hi.
I have a question here.
Out of all the voice characters you've done, would you actually cosplay any of them?
Oh, I have. Oh my gosh. Clearly you have not been searching the YouTube very much. Let's see, who have I cosplayed? I've cosplayed Edward Elric. Of course I had to amputate my legs at the knees, but I've cosplayed as Ed, I've cosplayed as Tamaki, I've cosplayed as Dark Mousy, I've cosplayed as Fi, I've cosplayed as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know I didn't voice him, but I still had to do it. Excuse me. What is that? Oh, sweet! Really?
They're fighting right now.
I love it. Yes, they are fighting. Either that or they're driving piles for a new bridge. You know who I want to cosplay next? I want to cosplay Ikaku from Bleach. Oh my gosh, I want to do that so bad. No, but I will never shave my head. I couldn't do that, but I would put like a bald cap on. I would love it. Where'd you go?
We're still in the middle here.
Oh yes, hey. Here you are.
Question from here.
What's your absolute favourite line to say ever?
My favorite line to say ever? That would be such a hard question to answer, sweetie, because I've gotten to do so many fun lines. I mean, every character has a whole bunch of great lines, you know? You know, Ed, I know Ed, some of my favorite lines from Ed's are like short rants, and when he says something derogatory about Mustang. What? What'd you say? Bunkai? That's one that I can memorize, actually. I didn't even have to have a script to remember that one. But, and for Tamaki, I do love the coffee line, I must say. I do love the coffee line. What? I need a subject. Do you know the girl lines? Good. Come here. All right. We are now going to turn around. We are now going to perform a scene from Oran High School Host Club, Episode 1.
I'm afraid that if I drink this, my father will get angry at me.
What if I let you drink it?